Hello Transformer fans! This is Misfit Robot with another instructional video. And this time I'm going to show you how to combine the 3 Arcee bikes into my rendition of the bike combo mode. Similar to the Power Up Prime video I shot, where I showed you an awesome way to put your Power Up Prime together, I'm going to do the same thing with the bikes. Now, I want to get a few things clear before I start. First off, Hasbro has not announced the official combination mode, so this is merely my guess, or my rendition, of how it's going to be done. This is not the official mode. I want to be clear about that. Secondly, something that I do want to be clear about is at the 2010 Toy Fair, Hasbro announced the third bike is going to be named Elita One, and it is a Chromia repaint. So, you can just imagine this one here, purple, and call it Elita One, because that's what we're going to be working with when Hasbro does the actual combination. Alright, so that's what I wanted to be clear about. Now, let me just show you a quick picture of the concept art, and then we will get to the toy. So here we go. This is what Hasbro had on the special features of the Revenge of the Fallen disc as the official concept art for the bike combination. It's supposed to be kind of a tri-wheeled robot similar to Demolisher. So, without further ado, let's get to it. You're going to start with the Chromia. Alright, so you're going to take Chromia, the blue one, flip this up, flip this down, open this and tuck her head away. Close it back up, pull the arms down and close the shoulder panels. You're going to flip the gun kind of to the side and just going to have this arm down here. Though it does help when you flip this up. Like that. So there's not much to this one, and it's going to take a little more tweaking once I get the whole thing together. But that's basically how this one's going to sit. Next, you take Elita One. Here we go. This one's a little tighter because it's going to make up the right-hand side of the robot. Flip the head in, and then you're going to collapse the entire body down. Once you do that, fold these forward and close the shoulder panels. You'll then turn this forward, flip this down, and flip the license plate out. I feel this kind of helps make the little electric claw they had in the CG art. It's the only reason I do it. Flip this back, and flip this up about 1/4 inch. Actually, a little more to help get Arcee on, then we'll lower it back down. So this is... oh, forgot to do the arm. Flip that forward and flip this back to kind of cover that gap. So here we have Elita One in the combo mode. And once again, this toy will be purple when Hasbro does the official release. I'm jumping the gun and just using a Chromia. Last one, Arcee. The toy most people don't like, because the weird spine and the fact it doesn't sit center. Alright, to do this toy, you rotate this down and stick it to the side. You pull this down, which I left down from my last try of this video. Then you flip this. There's a joint here in the middle of the spine that rotates 180 degrees. It's not really there for transformation, or it's not that significant in posing, but it is very significant in this combination. You flip it around while flipping this down, and you end up with something like this. Ta-da! This is important because this is going to become the front of the robot. Who knows, maybe Hasbro did plan this from the beginning. Next, you're going to flip the arm out. You'll notice Arcee has a peg. There's a matching hole to this peg on the bottom of her stand, right here. And to create the Gatling gun that they have in the CG art, I like clipping her stand onto the arm here. However, I find you're better off doing that after you've clipped the bikes together. Otherwise, it's pretty difficult to get the bikes hooked together. So Arcee is more or less ready to go here. We're going to take it and Elita One, or the bike that will soon be painted purple to be Elita One, and scissor them together. And you close this up to help lock it. You'll notice the purple wheel actually comes under here, and it helps support this arm. Since this arm has a relatively weak ball joint that likes to pop apart, having this wheel here to support it is very important. Next, you're going to scoot Arcee's arm into the gap in Elita One. This helps support, the Elita One character support this arm, and Elita One supports her. The bikes all clip together and help each other in this pose and stance we're going to take. Now, you've seen how it's eventually going to happen and what parts do what. You have to move things out of the way a bit to be able to get the next bike in here, because the next bike has to get into this gap, which can be challenging. So, we're going to take Chromia and try to get her to clip in. Okay, that was relatively painless this time. I feel I'm going to have a good shoot. This is where the last one went really bad. And that's kind of the difficult part. They like to fall apart right there. So now we're going to get Elita's one wheel back up, supporting the arm. And that goes there. Alright, so, and then flip this wheel back under. And you're going to try to line the 3 wheels up. And once again, like I said, this is my guess. If you don't like my guess, don't do it. It's that simple. Next, you kind of angle that down so you can hook on the gun cannons. This also helps balance the toy, weight-wise. Now, we're going to take one of Chromia's stands and clip it onto Chromia's wheel down here. This will allow the toy to stand. Freestand. Oh, should have shut that. Alright. There it goes. So this is my rendition. Why is that not sitting right? Laws of videos. As soon as you record this, something goes wrong. Alright. So this is my rendition of the Bike Sisters. Let me do a pan around so you can see it. It sits on 2 wheels, almost like it's a motorcycle itself, with just giant Gatling guns added. I'm a pretty big fan of this mode, because you have the wheels integrated, kind of supporting things. There's no real exposed plastic bits, like flat plastic or tabs. Everything seems to come together and meet. You can see inside there, the 3 pieces that peg together. And it seems like things are intentional. Joints move, this little Mecha Live thing starts actually working and doing something. The whole thing stands. It has exhaust pipes coming out the back, but you can flip that gun over and around coming over the shoulder to make another rocket launcher. I'm not going to do it because in my last take of this video, it made the whole thing collapse. Which kind of makes me think this isn't the official mode. But I've been playing with the toy now for 2 days, and I still have yet to figure out what the official mode is. But this is my rendition. And I like this rendition. It's a really cool Autobot bike with guns. Has a head, has body. It somewhat matches its concept art, as best as a toy I think ever will, that also transforms into bikes. So one last thing, let's do a size comparison so you guys can get an idea how big this thing is. Here it is with Ironhide. Here it is with the first Movie 1 Arcee. Give you an idea of how big this toy is. It stands almost as tall as a Voyager, but it's definitely a lot longer. Alright guys, this has been my review. I hope you enjoyed it.
Autobots, transform and roll out!